Singing Ed Sheeran songs in a restroom. Yep, that is Ipswich Town, the team that has gotten promoted into Premier League football. Alongside Leicester City, they made it happen. They secured it. Second position with 96 points, as you guys can see. Scored the most goals in the league with 92. An amazing squad that now is getting into Premier League football. And due to that, and of course, Ed Sheeran being involved, we are going into the Ipswich Town rebuild to see if this team can actually establish itself in the Premier League and be there for years to come. And of course, we got to talk about the players that have made this happen. They have some amazing ones that might make moves to even bigger squads.
Let's do this.
I have to admit, this is a team that I didn't initially follow, but seeing what they have done and specifically what this guy has done, my God, he's unbelievable. Leif Davis, I guess that's how you say his name, but Davis is a left back who has gotten 18 assists this season. Yes, lads, 18 assists as a left back. And in the past year, he has managed to get 2 goals as well. We are talking about someone who is just 23 years old. And I'm telling you right now, as we make this happen, he's going to be my captain. He is going to be the player that is going to stick with us until the end of this rebuild. And he's going to be as high rated as possible in this squad. Now, it's not just him that have done well. In terms of goals, we are looking at Chaplin, who has managed to score 13 goals this season. And apart from him, Broadhead on the left-hand side also managed to get the 13 goal mark. But then on the right, you have Omari Hutchinson, who, if I'm not mistaken, is a Chelsea loanee. The guy is from Jamaican descent, and he is incredible. Like, he has shown his great quality in the championship this season, and he's still so young, so there's still so much more to come out of a player like him. Then you are looking at him actually getting the 10 goals this season, which is huge. But then you also have Kiefer Moore, who, where is he? There he is up top. This man has gotten 7 goals. I remember this guy from somewhere. Where did he used to play? Was he like at Brighton as like a backup striker or something? For some weird reason, I remember him having like a blue shirt on, not the one of Ipswich. I don't know. I might be completely wrong here, but this Welsh striker has managed to get 7 goals for himself. And yeah, one of the best performers in terms of like statistically is Sam Morsey. He's apparently the 2nd best performing player according to Opta in this squad. He's 31 years old and he was the captain before I took it off of him and gave it to Davis because he has longevity in this squad. Now, as we do get into Premier League football, this team obviously will be given a lot more money. A lot of people know that the teams that go up into the Premier League get some ridiculous amounts of money added into their budget due to the TV money. So we're going to be playing this according to that. The current budget this season is going to be 80 million. Yes, I had to change that one manually, but as you guys know, teams going up into the Prem do get big transfers coming in all the time. Just think of Nottingham Forest. I feel like they made 20 plus transfers last time they came back into the Premier League. So I think 80 is me being kind of like keeping it around the average, possibly below the average. 80 million is what I will give this team, and we will have to go ahead and make something happen with that. Now, when we do take a look at our squad, in terms of age, we are looking at a bunch of players close to the 30 years age, and of course, some of them past it as well, like their current goalkeeper, Vaclav Hlatky, and then you also have Morsi, the man from Egypt. He is also one of those ones that is on the older side. But because some of these guys have done as well as they have done this season and even captained this team, rather than letting these guys go, I will actually keep them in the squad and just use the 80 million and make the right decisions for this team.
Sounds good to me.
Hold on a second. First of all, you have a bunch of players loaned in, right? Kiefer Moore, Williams, and all these guys. But I just realized that Hutchinson is a permanent deal. That is interesting. So the lad hasn't been valued too much by Chelsea. I don't really know what happened there. Was his contract running out, whatever? Or did actually Ipswich just straight up buy him? If you guys know, let me know in the comments down below. But it makes me very happy to know that he can actually stick around here and play with us down the line. So that's big. But as you can tell, others are only loaned in. And to be fair, I probably should let them go because who knows if these guys are going to be sticking around next season. Just for realism's sake, all of these guys are going to be gone because they were only loaned in for 11 months. And that's basically how long we are going into the future. So goodbye to all those lads. And I sincerely hope that players like Klatke, who managed to get this team promotion, are actually still getting a new contract. So I'm going to go ahead and do that for those lads. Before I actually go any further, I just want to say thank you. You guys have been amazing in the last video, in the comments specifically. And as I move down here into Dubai, I will have a lot more time to speak with you guys in the comments. So I will actually make a big effort, again, as I used to back in the day, to go into the comments and respond to people instead of just reading them as I have been doing lately. But guys, thank you for all the kind words and all the good luck wishes coming in from you in the comments. And right now, I will jump into the transfer window. I think it's best to go ahead and get players from the leagues like Belgium, Netherlands, those types of leagues as a newly promoted Premier League side, because those are still players that have some upside and could actually excel, and you could sell on for big money or keep. A 6'4" tall Norwegian striker. It ain't Haaland, but this is Jørgen Strand Larsen, and this guy used to be at Groningen in the Eredivisie, where he performed really well. Then Celta Vigo picked him up in this past summer, and he has gotten himself 14 goals and 3 assists. And you have to consider that things didn't necessarily go straight away incredibly well for him at that Celta Vigo squad. He had to work himself into it, and now he seems to be an essential part of that team. And that is something I want here at Ipswich Town. He is going to be our beast of a Norwegian striker, and maybe at some point he can compete with the likes of Haaland. He comes in with a 75 rating, 77 pace, 75 shooting, 82 physicality on him. And as we can tell, he is going to be a monster up top. And I need to cross the ball on top of his head as many times as I possibly can. By the way, huge shame that Burgess only has a 69 rating. According to stats, he has actually been performing quite well throughout certain periods for this team. So that is a bit of a shame. We probably will have to replace him, as sad as it is. But yeah, Hutchinson, gonna be the lowest rated player for a while, but I'm gonna trust in the kid and just give him that chance to keep going and play in the Premier League, maybe even against Chelsea, and perform well. There's a theme going on here. We are looking at another player that used to play in the Eredivisie, and if I'm not mistaken, it used to be AZ Alkmaar or Twente. I think it was AZ Alkmaar. Bukema is a talented centre-back. He has joined Bologna, and as we all know, Bologna has been outstanding. It is a squad that is beautiful to watch, and their coach has done wonders. So I'm thinking, let's bring him into the Prem. 11.8 million, a great value buy in my opinion for a team like this. A very nice upgrade, +7 upgrade with the Dutch centre-back coming into our squad right now. Tuanzebe could take over that centre-back position for us for a little while. Obviously, we do have Wolfend in there as well, who I could use, but I'm more looking to bring in a top right back and an amazing goalkeeper into the squad. Probably the most important position to figure out, because this team is in a lot of danger of going straight down into the championship. I'll be completely honest, if this squad somehow survives, I'm gonna be amazed by it. The Moroccan goalkeeper that everyone at one point was rooting for, he is joining us now. Yes, Bono is joining back into top level football, leaving Saudi Arabia and now coming into the Premier League. The former Sevilla goalkeeper joins us now, which excites me. Guys, he's a beast. He comes in with a rating of 85. He is 32 years old. Yes, this is not someone for a long time, but within the 2 or 3 years that he can give us here, he could be essential in making sure this team does not go down into the championship again. And then when it comes to something being essential, that right back position needs fixing, but Bono now in the team will make a massive difference in those simulations. I just realized it's only fitting that I'm buying players from those Middle Eastern countries. Saudi Arabia, we're going into it again. We will be buying from the same team are right back into our team. So hopefully that helps with chemistry. Saud Abdulhamid is joining us now, 23 years old. And actually quite high rated and decent potential. Not terrible. 76 rating. Even though in the new update he comes in with a 77. Keep that in mind. This guy has bags of pace. He has decent dribbling, okay defending, good physicality, long throw plus playstyle, rapid, quick step, and relentless. So if we can build this guy up, he could actually be insane to play with. 5'9" tall, so don't expect him to do wonders on those corners or anything like that. His jumping is only a 73 as well, so he will be a liability in set pieces. But apart from that, we are looking at an amazing player for that right-hand side that can support this team. Now, having done that deal, we do not have any money left. And even though if I was to sell all these low-rated players, I don't think I can make any other deals. So good luck to this team. I don't think they can survive, but let's see if it works out somehow. The season has finished, and the big question is, how have we done? I mean, against Leicester, the team that went up alongside Ipswich, we lost. But against Everton, we won. And then against Newcastle, we won. Against Bournemouth and Fulham, we did. But there are a lot of losses, and that is to be expected. But is there any chance? Yes, there is. Wow, 12th position, Ipswich Town. Let's go. Leicester is actually below us. 32 points on them, lads. This is immense. I did not expect this at all. I have to be completely honest. This is much better than I thought we would be doing. I thought we're guaranteed to go down, considering we had like 60-something rated Omari Hutchinson in the team. But he has now gone up to a 69. Our striker to an 81. Our left back, the captain, the future leader of this squad with a 78 rating. Abdulhamid 79, Bukema 79. Onu has gone up. I genuinely think it's all down to him coming into this team. That raises the average rating so much, which kind of balances out the fact that Hutchinson was so low rated. But what a first season this has been. And honestly, I'd be satisfied if next season we get 12th as well. But Larsen, I told you, we're going to create a Norwegian beast right here. He comes in with 18-2. Chaplin 12-5. Great performance from him once more. Broadhead with 9-6. Hutchinson, despite his low rating, manages to get 8 goals and 5 assists in Premier League football. This guy is ready for the future of this club. Then we have Taylor doing well from the CDM position. Harness coming on as a substitute. Really good stuff here, man. I'm honestly amazed by the fact that we are still in the Premier League, and we will continue to do so. Let's see what kind of budget they give us next season. I won't have any influence on that one. I hope it's good enough to make some adjustments. There's an incredible talent coming through in English football, and now he is joining us. Wharton is the man of the hour. A lot of people are talking about him. A lot of people are making Twitter compilations showcasing his ability during games and basically just saying that he actually could be a future international for England. So now here in he comes, left-footed, 4-star weak foot, 3-star skill moves, very well balanced, but very good in passing, dribbling, and physicality. He could easily play as a center attacking midfielder as well, but we're going to keep him in this position. He's 6 foot tall, and he's going to play alongside Morsi. Now, obviously, as you can tell, I'm trying to replace the older players in this team. We did have Luongo here, who now is 31. Morsi is now 32. Those are the two positions that I'm heavily focused on, but ideally, I kind of also want to bring in another center back, but the budget that we have isn't as large. It was like 51 million. Adam Wharton has now joined us for around 14 or something. We have 35 left. Considering that I have to go ahead and give the players new contracts and everything as well, I don't really have that much money to spend for 2 players. So now it's time to bring in that second CDM, and this is Ardon Jashari. He has now joined us, a Bayern Munich player who was loaned out to Switzerland, now joins us into that CDM position. Same rating as the player we had before, but obviously a lot more upside. He does have a 3-star weak foot, so we're going to put the 4-star one onto the right. Jashari comes in with decent pace, really good passing, good dribbling, and even better physicality. 5'11" tall. The man has 90 stamina at the age of 21, and I do think that is going to be an amazing pairing. Hoping to see great performances off of those two. But now I still have a decent amount of money to spend for that centre-back position, as Jashari isn't as high rated. So let's put Tuanzebe into a deal and put some money on top of it. Balerdi. Yes, a very, very talented centre-back that went through a little bit of a tough time when I was watching Olympique Marseille when Saliba used to be there. But recently has been like one of the main men in their defense. So Leonardo Balerdi, welcome to our team. They just lost in their pursuit for a European final. Aubameyang was crying. By the way, what a season Aubameyang was having at Marseille. No one expected that. Unbelievable performances from him. Balerdi comes in with a 79 rating, which makes Davis with the 78 the lowest rated defender in our team, which is fine. We're going to give him plenty of time to improve. But that signing has now left us with how much money, I wonder? We still have 11 million. Could I do Chaplin plus 11 million for someone for a decent upgrade? I don't know, I'll try. If I can't, well, you won't see it. Well, here he is. I managed to sell a couple of players and a new center attacking midfielder is coming in. A great wonder kid from Dinamo Zagreb. We are talking about Martin Baturina. This guy has had moments, big moments for this team already. I think this season he has been losing a little bit of playtime, if I'm not mistaken. Last season he had a bit more of the upside to him, but he comes in with a 78 rating, 4-star weak foot, 3-star skill moves, technical and flair. Not the tallest, comes in at 5'8", but in that cam position, it could be quite useful to have someone in there who can just wiggle his way through the opponents. And I feel like we now are properly set for a Premier League season. Our defense looks very good. We just need the midfielders to go up in their stats as fast as possible to get ourselves maybe an even higher finish than 12th. But again, as I said before, if we get 12th, I'm okay. Our second season with Ipswich Town has come to an end. And the big question is, where has this team finished this time around? 11th. Hey, progress. Can't complain. We'll take progress. 55 points on our team. Burnley, Norwich, and West Brom are going down. Goodbye. We finished above Brighton, Crystal Palace, Leicester City, Everton, Wolves. I'm actually very satisfied with that. But next season, I want to see us push into the top 8 with the signing that we can make, which is quite clear to me which one we need to make. It's the left midfield position. Broadhead needs to be dropped down to the bench, and we need to bring in a great player into that left midfield spot. And great growth in the team. Look at that. Everyone in defense is 81 rated. Our goalkeeper currently is 86 rated, still 34 years old. Generally speaking, I'm loving this squad so far. Ipswich, big ups to you. Broadhead, despite stopping growth, development plan says like 70 weeks to grow, he has the most goals. Interesting. Alongside Larsen, Baturina, first season, 16 goal contributions. Adam Wharton, showcasing his offensive abilities there, 6 and 4 from the CDM spot. Jashari has probably focused a little bit more defensive, but still 6 goal contributions. So really good stuff from our players as we get into a point where that one transfer that we make could make such a huge difference. And of course, Hutchinson is the lowest rated player, but he is part of this project. So we need to focus on that left midfield position as well as Broadhead has done. I'm very impressed with that. He's not going to be sold. He's going to be dropped to the bench, but I want to get a massive upgrade there. And now that left midfielder I was looking for is finally joining us. Jamie Bino Gittins. I can't believe he still doesn't have a real face. What the hell? He is joining us from the Champions League finalists, Borussia Dortmund. 35.4 million for this one. Our budget is actually quite large this season. He comes in with an 80 rating. 93 pace, 85 dribbling. The Englishman returns to his home country to play for Ipswich. And I'm thinking, I still have plenty of money, but I don't want to change anything yet. And I actually saw something hilarious. Someone posted this to me on Instagram. They were on like FIFA Reddit or whatever, which I never go into, and someone posted like their career mode team, which looked insane, but the bench was so terrible. And the top comment was something like, the bench looks like CaniSports did this one. I couldn't believe it. And honestly, it's true. My benches always suck. They really do. I don't know how to really bring myself to go ahead and do better. But then again, I mean, this is fine. This is not terrible, right? Right? Season's done, and I am impressed. Ipswich in a 5th position. European League football is going to be coming to Ipswich. But in FC 25, that position could possibly give people Champions League football. Actually, no. It's Germany who has that secured alongside Italy. Unlucky England. I'm just saying, man. You guys are spending so much money on these teams. And, you know, at the end of the day, none of those English sides are in a European final this season, which is madness if you consider the amount of money being spent. All jokes aside, obviously I'm a huge fan of Premier League football, and even the Championship is so freaking enjoyable, and even lower than that, it's probably very enjoyable. I just don't have any clue of it. I find it insane to see so much money being spent and so many teams still failing on a European basis. I mean, at some point they'll probably figure it out and just keep rolling through those European competitions as well. But this season has been an eye-opener. But yeah, Bundesliga for the win. Let's go ahead and take a look into our team here. We have Larsen on an 89. Highest rated player in the team. Our Norwegian beast is doing a great job. Baturina 85, Bino Gittins 83, Jashari and Wharton looking solid there. Hutchinson now an 80. He started at 65. What a journey for the young lad. Abdul Hamid and the rest of the defense all on an 85. Onu, how do you keep going up? You're 35 years old, buddy. That is so impressive. I hope he can still keep going. It would be insane if we could have him all the way throughout this career mode. Imagine that. Let's go ahead and take a look at the performers and you'll see a surprise. Larsen, 29-2. And then, of course, Broadhead played. For whatever reason, I have no clue why he's playing. He shouldn't be. Bino Gittins should be getting that play time. He has 18 goals and 6 assists. Hutchinson, 7 and 11. Bino Gittins, only 4 goals off the bench. I am fuming. He should have been starting every single game. We probably could have had an even better performance if he did. But no, Broadhead wiggled his way through into the starting 11 once more. I mean, I'm not complaining about 24 goal contributions. But then again, I am. So from what I can tell, we have an issue with Bonu dropping in rating. He's down to an 86, and obviously he's getting older as we keep going. So I decided to spend 40+ million to bring in Guillaume Restes, the backup goalkeeper now for our team. One of the biggest talents in terms of goalkeeping in French football. France has a bunch of good ones with him, Chevalier and Diouf. It is so interesting to see. And of course, you also have Méliès from Leeds United. Like, France is covered for great goalkeepers coming in down the line. It feels like they are Germany. Germany always had periods where they had a bunch of incredible youngsters coming through. Right now, it's not looking as good. So it will be interesting to see what happens there. But going into the transfer hub here, you'll be able to see we signed them for 45 million. Season's done and we have an FA Cup to attend. A final against Liverpool, but in the league, I want to see a top 4 finish this time. And that's exactly what we're getting. 67 points on Ipswich. Manchester City win the title. In the Europa League, well, we failed. We didn't make it too far. We did get kicked out of the round of 16 by Fenerbahce, and that sucks. I was hoping for a little bit more, but it is what it is. Let's take a look at the squad. First of all, I had to let go of Broadhead, man. He was still taking playtime away from Bino Gittins, and I need this 88 rated player to actually play. Larsen has gone up to a 92, Baturina 89, Hutchinson 86 now, Bino Gittins 88. As I said, both CDMs looking extremely solid defensively. We just keep going up. Our captain has really good partners next to him in terms of defense. Bonus still an 86. Restes has gone up to an 85, and he can take over if needed. So that is a very good replacement right there for us. In terms of goals, I'm hoping Norwegian Beast. 19 and 5. I mean, not that big of numbers, but Omari Hutchinson with his best season so far, 30 goal contributions for the lads. And Bino Gittins, see, when he plays, he gets things done. And he only basically started playing after January. All the games before that, it was him being subbed on. So I had to let go of Broadhead in January, who also had like 15 goals already. So it's good, he's doing well, but in terms of simulations, it's important to have the high-rated players in the starting 11, and it shows. We got into that top 4 now, and we're going to keep going. So yeah, we were supposed to go into that final, weren't we? I sadly forgot about it, and you can tell right here, we only made it to the final. It says Emirates FA Cup final, which means we probably lost it. It's okay, it's fine. I completely forgot about it once I talked about all the rest, but this season that I'm in right now is going really well. From what I can see, this season has been going quite well as we are beating Bayern Munich 3-1 in the quarters. Before that, we played against Real Sociedad in the round of 16, and that went well, but Real Madrid, oh no. We're basically playing against both the real-life semi-finalists, and we do get past Real Madrid. There's something on my finger here which is really bothering me. Anyways, we are going through and just smacking up people. Apart from Liverpool, they beat us. AS Roma in the Champions League final. That is an interesting one. I can't remember the last time I played against AS Roma in a Champions League final. Let me quickly take a look at their team before we do anything else. Harry Kane and Lookman, the English duo up top with Gallagher behind them. Kristant, Lamine, Celik, Singo, Marquinhos, Lienhardt, Zalewski, Pickford. That is one interesting AS Roma team, I have to admit. Didn't see that coming, but I think we're up for the Premier League title as well, lads. Ipswich has done it. 87 points. Congratulations, Ipswich. 87 is incredible. We have a 14-point gap to Manchester City, which is obviously massive. So, winning that and making it to the Champions League final for the double, this is the team that has done it. Larsen up top, still only 3-star weak foot. Don't know what the hell happened there. We are looking at Baturina with 91 on him. Bino Gittins as well. Hutchinson from 65 to 90. That's how far this lad has come. I'm so excited. His shooting sucks. Wharton and Jashari. Jashari has overtaken him. I didn't see that coming. These guys look so solid in that midfield. Davis, Bukema, Balerdi, Abdulhamid, Restes. Really good stuff, man. I'm really excited about what's to come. And obviously, Restes has overtaken Bono, who is now on the bench. And yeah, we can't really complain about that. Bono did well enough for us all these years. Larsen 29 and 5, Baturina 24 and 10, Bino Gittins steps up, Hutchinson with 23 goal contributions. Really good stuff from those 4 players, our front 4. And now it's about time for us to step onto the pitch for the first and last time with Ipswich. Hey, once again, congratulations, Ed Sheeran. Your songs, they have helped this team, it seems. I've got to say, lads, it's so nice to be back and making videos and recording stuff, and I'm doing this off of my laptop and just one screen at the moment. Hopefully soon enough, once we move into our own apartment, I can actually get those 3 monitors up and use my desktop PC, which actually just today has arrived from Germany. I had to send it myself over to Dubai. Here we go. Larsen! Ha! I want him to score one of those. That would be fun. Let's take a shot. I just want to test their goalkeeper initially. Solid steal. Abdelhamid. Larsen! Oh, I thought that was in. I was already celebrating pretty much. Nice. Go on. Good steal. Good movement overall. Omari Hutchinson down the right. Off he goes, the young lad. Is going to skill past people. Find a beautiful pass inside. And I have to score that. Wharton. Larsen for a big man. He's turning around really nicely with the ball there. Here goes Baturina, taking it onto his left foot. Bringing it back. Inside. Wharton, 5-star weak foot at that stage. Omari wins that. Yashari, or Jashari, whatever, however you want to pronounce his name. Here goes Davis. Davis. I need this man to prove that he is the beast that everyone thinks he is, and he is. He brings that cross on top of Larsen's head. It's 1-0 55 minutes in, 6'4" tall for a reason, and a man with the most assists in a championship for a reason, I'd guess as well. I mean, surely no one has more than 18, right? Davis, our left back, our captain, gets that big moment for us. Larsson in the air against 2. Really good stuff. Oh, no. Oh, no, we gave them way too much space. Oh, that defensive recovery from Bukema is unbelievable. Defensively, this team has been really, really good, lads. I have to say, got to give them a shout out before we don't get any more moment to show it off. But yeah, these guys have been doing really well. I am so impressed with the defensive structure of this team. I mean, honestly, they just can't get away from us. Here we go. Omari, Abdelhamid, Larsson. Nice. Good pass. Baturina taking it past one more to make it 2-0 and finish it all. Ipswich will be lifting the Champions League trophy on top of the Premier League. An incredible job by the team. Very proud of everything they have done here. Congratulations, Ipswich. You did it. Now, you can sing Ed Sheeran songs after winning the Champions League. And in comes the captain, the one who had a huge impact on a game. Even though the offense obviously got that goal and everything, I want to give such a shout out to the defensive side of this team. The CDMs, the center backs, the fullbacks, they did such a great job in making sure we keep that clean sheet. One of the strongest teams I've built in a while. One of the most dominant finals we have had in a while as well. Ipswich Town completely deserve lifting that trophy right now. Thank you guys so much for watching. Appreciate you all. And watch out for the second channel content soon. There's going to be some changes that some of you guys might be very happy about because you've been waiting for it for a while. So here we go. Thank you for watching. Have a good one. Take care and peace.